Have you ever seen the Boeing 747, the queen of the skies? That giant airplane with the distinctive hump? What if I told you that its most iconic feature was a complete accident? Imagine aiming to design a revolutionary aircraft only for its most iconic feature to be an unexpected accident. That's the untold story of the Boeing 747's famous hump. It wasn't born from grand design vision, but from a calculated compromise, and that changed aviation forever. We're about to explore 10 secrets about this masterpiece. I guarantee you'll see the 747 in a completely different light. Welcome to Outdoor Wonders, where flights are not just about transportation, but a part of the journey to discover the world. Hit the subscribe button to not miss any videos, and let's take off to new horizons together. Secret number 1, the accidental genius of the hump. In the 1960s, Boeing engineers were convinced that supersonic travel was the future. So what was their plan for the 747? A temporary passenger liner that could quickly convert into a dedicated cargo plane once supersonic jets dominated the skies. And to do that, the cockpit needed to be elevated, clearing the way for a hinged nose that could swallow colossal cargo. This purely pragmatic decision birthed the now famous hump. Sounds ordinary, right? But here's the twist. This temporary solution created one of the most unique passenger experiences in aviation history. Think about it. On the 747, a select few passengers could sit just ahead of the pilots, experiencing takeoffs and landings from a vantage point no other commercial aircraft could match. Thus, a fleeting design choice became the 747's defining feature, a testament to how engineering constraints can sometimes lead to accidental brilliance. Secret number 2, the supersonic and subsonic paradox. You might think an aircraft designed in the 60s would be a slow giant compared to modern computer-designed planes. But the 747 holds a secret many don't realize. It remains the fastest subsonic commercial jet flying today. Modern aircraft like the 787 and A350 prioritize efficiency, but the jumbo's raw speed is unmatched. Cruising at Mach 0.85, it's significantly faster than most contemporary planes. This isn't just a cool fact. Thus, it translates into significant time savings on transoceanic flights. Remember the British Airways 747 in 2020? It crossed the Atlantic in under 5 hours, almost matching the supersonic Concorde. How did engineers with only slide rules and wind tunnels outmaneuver their digital age successors? It's a fascinating paradox, speaking to the foundational genius hidden within the 747's design. Secret number 3, the ultimate humanitarian workhorse. Beyond its iconic silhouette and surprising speed, the 747 harbors a hidden capability that has literally saved thousands of lives. In 1991, as civil war ravaged Ethiopia, Israel launched Operation Solomon, a desperate 36-hour mission to evacuate Ethiopian Jews. Their chosen vehicle was an El Al 747, stripped of its interior. What happened next is almost unbelievable. 1,088 people boarded that single aircraft, more than doubling its standard capacity and setting an unbreakable record. This wasn't just a logistical triumph, it was a profound testament to the 747's structural integrity and ability to perform under extreme circumstances. 2 women even gave birth mid-flight, adding to the passenger count. Thus, the 747 wasn't just a plane, it became a symbol of hope and a testament to its unforeseen capabilities when humanity needed it most. Secret number 4, the analog symphony. Before the era of glass cockpits with electronic displays, flying the 747 was a deeply human endeavor. Imagine a cockpit bristling with 971 switches, gauges, and warning lights, each demanding meticulous attention. This wasn't a 2-person job. It required a symphony of 3 skilled professionals: the pilot, co-pilot, and a dedicated flight engineer. The flight engineer, a role largely obsolete today, meticulously managed critical systems from fuel transfer to cabin pressurization. And it was this intricate dance that fostered a unique camaraderie and culture among 747 crews, a tangible connection to their colossal machine that many believe has been lost in the digital age. Thus, mastering the 747 wasn't just a professional achievement, it was the pinnacle of a flying career, a testament to a pilot's skill and intuition. Secret number 5, Boeing's billion-dollar bet. In 1966, Boeing made the most audacious gamble in commercial aviation history. They bet the entire company on the 747, an aircraft so gargantuan it seemed impossible to build. This wasn't just about designing a plane, it was about building the future. The sheer scale was astonishing. Over 6 million parts, 171 miles of wiring, and 5 miles of tubing. They even had to construct the world's largest building by volume, the Everett factory, just to assemble it. The development team, dubbed the Incredibles, pulled off this logistical moonshot in just 28 months from concept to first flight, a timeline unimaginable today. Because if the 747 failed, Boeing would be financially ruined, a testament to the all-or-nothing stakes involved. It wasn't just a new plane, it was a gamble on reshaping global travel. Secret number 6, the double-decker that never was. The 747 we know almost looked entirely different. Chief Engineer Joe Sutter initially envisioned a true double-deck design with 2 full passenger levels. The goal was to achieve maximum capacity within a shorter fuselage. But there was a critical, life-saving hitch: safety regulations. The Federal Aviation Administration mandated a 90-second evacuation time. Engineers quickly realized that 2 full decks would be impossible to safely evacuate in an emergency. This forced a radical redesign, scrapping the entire upper deck and leaving us with the partial hump we recognize today. Thus, this accidental compromise, driven by safety, not design, not only created the 747's graceful silhouette, but also allowed for its unparalleled adaptability. The elevated cockpit and hinged nose allowed it to transform from passenger liner to cargo monster, extending its lifespan by decades. Sometimes the most elegant solutions are born from unforeseen challenges. Secret number 7, the flying masterpiece. How do you paint a canvas the size of a small office building? Repainting a 747 is an engineering feat. It begins with the careful stripping of old paint, a process that allows engineers to scrutinize the bare aluminum for hidden imperfections. Then comes the transformation, roughly 120 gallons of paint, adding a staggering 1,200 pounds to the aircraft's weight. While seemingly small for a 350-ton jet, but every pound matters for fuel efficiency. The painting process is incredibly precise, involving multiple layers and specialized facilities. But beyond the technical aspect, the 747 became a flying canvas for airlines to express their brand and even national identity. British Airways' classic BOAC livery and Qantas's Aboriginal-inspired design transformed the 747 into a cultural statement, visible for miles. Secret number 8, the ultra-long-haul pioneer. In 1989, Qantas achieved what aviation experts deemed impossible: an 11,000-mile non-stop flight from London to Sydney on a 747-400. This wasn't just pushing limits, it was breaking them. While the 747-400ER could hold a colossal 63,500 gallons of fuel, but this record-breaking journey required extreme modifications, including removing non-essential equipment and installing extra fuel tanks. The flight lasted over 20 hours, landing with minimal fuel reserves. Thus, this feat demonstrated the 747's theoretical capabilities 20 years before dedicated ultra-long-haul aircraft made such journeys commercially viable. It proved that the 747 wasn't just ahead of its time, it was defining the possibilities that future aircraft would strive to match, exhibiting an untapped potential far beyond its original specifications. Secret number 9, the Space Shuttle's chauffeur. The 747 didn't just revolutionize air travel, it played a crucial, often overlooked role in space exploration. For 30 years, NASA relied on specially modified 747s, the Shuttle Carrier Aircraft, or SCA, to transport the space shuttle. Imagine the engineering challenge, securely attaching a 78-ton spacecraft to the back of a commercial jet and maintaining stable flight. NASA engineers heavily reinforced the fuselage and added vertical stabilizers to compensate for aerodynamic turbulence. These SCAs completed 87 ferry flights, carrying iconic shuttles like Discovery and Endeavour, quite literally carrying America's space program on their backs. It's a testament to the 747's robust design and the sheer ingenuity of aerospace engineers. Thus, no other commercial aircraft could perform this extraordinary role. Secret number 10, the global phenomenon. The 747's most remarkable secret isn't technical. It's how a machine transcended its purpose to become a global cultural phenomenon. It transported 7.5 billion passengers, roughly the Earth's population, logging over 118 million flying hours. But statistics can't capture its true impact. The 747 wasn't just a mode of transport, it was a vehicle of life-changing moments. It reunited families, carried immigrants to new lives, delivered humanitarian aid, and even served as Air Force One. Its silhouette became instantly recognizable worldwide, appearing in countless films, advertisements, and works of art. Crews formed deep bonds. Engineers speak of it with fond affection. The 747 had a presence, a majesty that modern aircraft struggle to match. As the queen of the skies slowly retires, we're not just saying goodbye to an airplane, but to an era when flying still felt magical, when a machine could connect with humanity in ways that went beyond its specifications. From its accidental hump to its role in space exploration, the Boeing 747 was truly an aerial revolution. It represents a rare blend of engineering excellence and profound human experience. Its designers didn't just solve problems. Thus, they created an icon. As the last passenger jumbos cease service, we mark the end of an era. What was your most memorable journey on the 747, or which of these secrets surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below.